here. You here early, my friend. I gotta be quick with this video message, guys, because I really don't want to be talking to you all, and it's gonna start to get dark like really, really soon. But you guys could come in. Dre, how are you? Of course, we can depend on God. You already know that. But I'm not talking about God, Dre, in this video. I'm definitely not talking about God. I'm talking about God, but not when I'm asking a question in my title. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, guys, listen. Let me get right to it. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Levi, hi. Whatever is inside of us, the one we feed, the one the most. Okay. I hear you, Levi. I hear you. I'm happy you and Dre are up here because you all are males. So men, tune in because this live is actually addressing you all. Actually, this is not for the ladies. This is not for men and women. This is specifically for the men. So you guys are right on time. Hello, it's your girl Kiki. Welcome to my live. Hey. So anyway, let me get to it, guys, because it's going to get dark soon, and I really don't like being on live when it starts to get dark because I want you all to see my face, okay? I want you to see how serious I am. Levi, you've been under major spiritual attack. I understand, sweetheart. You're not in the fight alone. All of us, we go through different spiritual battles. So you're definitely not alone. Um, Men, and I'm drinking some juice right now. Devani, hi. How are you? What's up? So anyway, men, you guys share this video, okay? You can share it now or you can share it when the live is over because I really don't want to be up here a long time. I want to hit it and quit it. This topic really quick. Devani, I'm happy you're doing well. But men, hi. Let me first tell you all I come in peace. I am coming with the utmost respect for you all because I love you all. I love men. So I want to let you all know I come in peace. Okay, I come with love. I don't want you all thinking that I'm coming, to be negative or tear you down. That's not my aim here. And wait, guys. Hold on. Because I am like not prepared the way I should be prepared. I've had a very busy day. And I'm on my way in the house. And I'm like, let me do this live. I should do the live at home. But I was just like, no, I'm going to go ahead and do it here. Lamar, hey, sweetie. How are you? Hey, Godlike. I'm so happy, man. I am so happy you guys are up here. Wow. See, I love how God does things because he already knew. Because it was just this thing spilling over in my spirit. I'm like, oh, I have to go live. I was going to record a video message for you guys, but I'm like, no. Anyway, man, listen. And I already told you all I come with peace. I come with love. I love you all. You all already know that. So don't take this live the wrong way. But there is an urgency and there is a stabbing in my spirit to address this matter again. You guys need to go into, hey, Danny. Hey, baby, I love you. I love you, Lamar. I love you, Godlike. I love you guys. Anyway, guys, I want you all, when this live ends, to thank you, Dre. Oh, you going to church? Cool. I need to be at a church service today, but y'all, my day was crazy. Oh my God. I've been out for a very long time. I'm exhausted. I probably don't look like it, but y'all, listen. I want you fellas with the facts. Hey, sweetie Sparkle, hey. I'm so excited to see y'all. When I end this live, I want you all to go into my video collection and I want you to replay the video that I made last year over the summer. I don't know what month it was. It may have been at the end of the summer. But I made a video and it's titled Protect Us All. So I want you all to go and play that video message because I have a nice little video collection. But go look at that video message, Protect Us All. And you all will have understanding as to why I'm going live about this topic today now. Because I really need to address this, and this is for the men. Women, if you want to chime in, you are more than welcome to chime in. But listen to me, guys. You all know, I don't have to tell you that I was born and raised, and I actually live here in Chicago, Illinois. You all already know this. This is no secret to anybody that follows me or that is subscribed to me. All my life I have been in Chicago. There is a lot that goes on here in the city. You all are not in the dark about that. You all are not ignorant to that. So I know you all, whether you live here, and Danny, you know where I'm about to go. You already know, because you were here at one point. And so you're in, I think, Danny Adams, you're on the outskirts of Chicago now. You're in what, Forest Park, Park Forest, somewhere like that. But, okay, Danny, I got you. So I know Lamar, Danny, Godlike. Who else? Who else is up here? With the facts, Dre. All of you males that's up here, even though you might not live in Chicago, except for Danny. I know you all are not in the dark about this viral story that's going on with this young man that basically beat the crap out of a 35-year-old woman at a restaurant. And I know exactly where that restaurant is. I don't hang around in that area, but I know you all are not in the dark about that because it's everywhere. And they recently just dropped charges on this woman and her 14-year-old son. But it is very disturbing to me, and I'm not going to necessarily even address how this young man was punching this woman. I'm not even coming to you all in this live about that. That's really, I don't want to, forgive me, because I don't want to come off dismissive to that. But that's secondary to what I want to come to you men about. I want to know, what is it going to take, men, for you all to really start caring more about women? What is it going to take for you all to get serious about the severity of us needing your protection? Who can we, when I say we, I'm talking about all women, but I'm especially targeting African American women. Who can we depend on when we leave out of our homes and we are in the streets walking around and you don't see male authority with us, meaning you don't see a husband with us, you don't see a boyfriend, you don't see a brother or uncle, you don't see a male cousin, you don't see a son that's of age and of a particular size. What is it going to take for more men? Because I can't say all men across the board, because I do understand that a lot of men, I cannot categorize all of you all. But what is it going to take for you all to take women more serious in the sense of us needing your protection? What is it going to take? You know what was disturbing about this video that's going around about this young man punching this woman? What is amazing to me, and I just said this man is a coward. That's literally that was my thought, but now I'm verbally speaking it out loud. It was an old man standing behind this woman, and he was looking front row seats at this young man, screaming at this woman to the top of his lungs, swearing against the throne of God, telling her, if you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. And then when he began to punch this woman in her face, you see the old man run. Now listen, I know what some of you all are probably going to say. You're probably going to say, well, Kiki, he was old. That guy was smaller than him and he was younger. So when they're smaller and younger, he was quicker. The old man really couldn't do anything. But wait a minute. Before it got to the point that this young man started repeatedly punching this woman, this 35-year-old woman, all in her face, that old man and other men that were standing around while it's being recorded Somebody could have stopped this young man. Even the man behind the counter cooking the food, they could have said, hey, chill out, bro. Don't do that in here. Don't do that in here. Stop yelling at the lady. There's still a woman. And from what they're reporting, the man and the lady were arguing over something pertaining to food. And a life got taken for a stupid argument over some food. I don't even know what the argument was about because I didn't go deep into that. All I'm saying is that I can't help but see it all on my screen, all on my tablet, all on my phone. Everybody is in public talking about the fact of how this man, because he lost his life because her 14-year-old son came in there and she was concealed and carried, and her son shot him twice. And the ex-girlfriend was recording it and laughing and everything. But it is disturbing to me because I addressed this very thing. And I was speaking from the spirit last year. I told you all, what is it going to take? Women, who can we depend on? Yes, we believe in God. And make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. Don't be ignorant and feel like a lot of women not packing heat. People found that out with this situation with that woman. I don't care who you think is lame, who a clown, who's silly. You don't know what nobody got. Honestly, especially in Chicago. You can see somebody that's a dweeb to you. That's a straight nerd. And you laughing at their shoes, you laughing at their hair. They look like a clown to you. And baby, they packing heat. Whether they got it on them, and they could, a lot of people here in Chicago are most definitely concealed and carry. And they had their guns in their car, in their bag, or whatever. They got them strapped on them. Long as you not showing that you all good and you got that FOI card, you all good. But what I'm saying is that what is it going to take for men to be more serious about you all protecting women? And I have addressed this numerous times. What is it going to take for a lot of men? Because a lot of you all, I hope it's not any of you beautiful men that are subscribed to me. But if you are, that's fine. But I just want to leave you all with something on your mind just to ponder on it. Sleep on this. I want men who feel like you are only supposed to protect your wife or your sisters or your cousin or your daughter or your mother. I want you all to change your mentality and your attitude when it comes to that. Because a woman is a woman is a woman. I keep telling you all that. And I also have told you all repeatedly that you cannot just protect a woman that you feel is attractive. Because some men do that. You will come to the aid and the rescue of a woman that's physically or aesthetically appealing to you. You will feel like, oh, she's high yellow. She's a red bone. So I'm going to protect her. She's pretty. She has a really nice body. Maybe I might have the opportunity to talk to her because I'm coming to her rescue. I'm the knight in shining armor. I'm going to impress her by taking up for her. You cannot pick and choose the women that you want to protect. And so that's why I'm going live today, because it's just very disturbing. And see, I don't want this to turn into a debate because I don't like doing that. I don't come with conflict, but it's just, like I said, it's heartbreaking because it was times I was stopped by the police, not recently, and I hadn't done anything wrong. It was just something had went on where, oh, that's what it was, guys. I was stopped by the police like a year or two ago because they said that my license plate light was out. And I'm like, license plate light, what is that? Because I was just so appalled because I knew when the cops had pulled me over, I knew I hadn't broke a law. I knew I didn't do anything. And I'm locked and loaded with everything. Everything is legal. License, window sticker, plate sticker, like everything. And so when the cop stopped me, I was like, sir, when the CPD stopped me, I'm like, what's going on? And they said that they stopped me because my license plate light was out. So I was like kind of thrown off. I was like, license plate light? What are you even talking about? They was like, ma'am, your light that's over your license plate is supposed to light up. You don't have a light back there. So I'm looking at them. It was like 3 cops surrounding my car. It was like 2 by my window and then it was 1 on the other. And I'm looking at them and I'm not going to lie. I was ticked off because it's taking all three of you males to stop me for a license plate light, and then they was looking for trouble because some cars that you drive, I'm not gonna tell you the car I drive, but the particular car I drive, they profile it. Like, I'm really learning this. Like, a lot of people that drive this particular truck that I drive is profile. Just be honest, okay? So he said that my license plate light was out. And I'm like, well, sir, how am I supposed to know that the license plate light is out? I'm not back there. I can't see. So they didn't give me a ticket or anything, but they was like, we just want to let you know that your license plate light is out and you need to get that fixed. But they asked for my license. They ran it, came back lightning speed. They was like, ma'am, you all good. God bless you. Have a great night. And so I got the license plate light fixed. And it was fine. But what I noticed is that when they stopped me, it was a bunch of men driving past, because people naturally, when somebody is stopped by the police, they're gonna look. They're gonna look. That's just what it is, especially if you African American, male or female, more so with males. But if you are African American, period, and you're driving and it's cops that stop you, and see, cops draw more attention when it's more cars, because I don't care how major or minor a situation is, and you all already know this, when one cop stop you, 4 or 5 other cop cars gonna pull up. That's what they do. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on that. I ain't gonna go further into that, but it's really annoying when I see them do it to other people, but that's just what they own. I don't know what they do in your city and hometown, but they do that here, and to me it's really unnecessary, because the places that they should be, they not even there. But that's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna go there with that. I'm gonna like shut that down and leave that alone. But what I noticed is that when they stopped me, numerous men were driving past, and you know what they were doing, guys? Now keep in mind, I did not do anything. I did not break a law. I didn't get arrested. I did not get a ticket. And the cop said, ma'am, you didn't do anything. We just stopped you because your license plate light was out. And I'm like, it take 3 of you guys to stop me, and y'all surrounding my car, and I'm in here and I'm a female? Really? But you know what men were doing? Several of them, when they drove past, because I was looking at them while the cops was talking, because they stood by my car, and one took my license and my insurance, and he took it back to his squad car to run it, because that's what they do. Men were driving past in cars, and you know what they were doing? They were laughing. They would look at me. One dropped his head and was like, so I'm looking like, what's funny about this? Like, literally, you find this funny that a black woman is surrounded by 3 cops and you're laughing? Couple of people had their phone out. Other men was driving past just looking. One man looked and he just shook his head. What are you shaking your head for? So already you have a thought in your mind that I guess I'm the bad girl or I did something bad. So you shaking your head. Not one man stopped. They could have stopped the far off in front of my truck and said, let me just sit back and see what's going on with this sister. Let me just make sure she all good. Because I see she the only one in her car. And I see it's 3 white cops. But let me just make sure she okay. They didn't do that. They wanted a show. Snickering, laughing. And so I'm past that now, because like I said, that was like a year or 2 ago, but it's still stuck in me because I see this so much with men. You see women in the street, in a grocery store, and some of them are dressed provocatively. They butts jiggling, they breasts are out, they loud, they're high, some of them are drunk. I'm just telling you all what I see here in my city in Chicago. That's how a lot of women here get down. They loud, they boisterous, they flamboyant, they extra, they real hood, they loud, they ready to fight at the drop of a dime. That's how a lot of them are. But at the same time, men are not protecting the women. You see men catcall women in Chicago. It don't really happen to me. It doesn't really happen to me, because I really believe the way you dress is how you're addressed. And I'm always covered up. My breast is never out. My butt is never out. I do not wear Daisy Dukes. I do not wear short skirts. I literally always have on some jeans or jogging pants. If I'm not going to church or an engagement, I'm not wearing my high heels. I used to kind of do that when I ran errands, put on my little heels and my purse. I'm not doing all that. I got on my little Vans, pair of my Jordans, because I love Jordans. So I have on a pair of my Jordans and my little jacket on my little shirt, have my bag on my purse. And that's as far as that go with me. But I'm saying, men will see women catcalled by other men. And if that woman does not want to talk to that man is calling a woman a B, calling a woman a H, meaning a 304. They walking up on women, and men sit there. A lot of you all, you don't stop it. You don't intervene. And so I'm going live today to tell the men, please forgive me ahead of time. Please forgive me. But I have to say this. I have to be blunt. Men, I want you all to stop being cowards. I want you all to stop being cowards. Please. And I say it with the highest level of respect that I can give you. You cannot keep being cowards. You cannot have a mentality and an attitude that you are only going to protect the woman you sleeping with, or you're only going to protect your mother that gave birth to you, or you're only going to protect your daughter, or you're only going to protect your wife or your female cousin. No. All women, fat women, ugly women, bald-headed women. This is not what I'm calling them, but this is how some of you all address. This the thoughts y'all have. I have to be real. Bald-headed women, women with long hair, women with short hair, really dark women, caramel, pecan-colored women, high yellow women, white women, Hispanic women, Asian women, dirty women, crack-addicted women, alcoholic women, loud women, quiet women, hood, ghetto women, poised, put together, articulate women, educated women, women on the street, homeless, rich women, whoever. All women need to be, hey, King Eric, all women need to be protected. There is no way that men should have been in that restaurant while that young man was screaming to the top of his lungs, throwing his hands in the air. R.I.P. to that brother. I don't know him. I don't want to put my mouth on him or his situation. I don't want to go far, because people were slandering that man. That young man is no longer here. I don't have anything to say about him. I don't know that man. God bless him. God bless the mother that birthed him. God bless if he have children. God bless his entire family. It is a very unfortunate situation. But what I'm saying is that before it even got to the gunplay, before that lady told her son to bring her gun to her, men were in that restaurant and could have de-escalated the situation. That is what I'm saying. Somebody simply could have stood up and said, hey, brother, why you cussing at her like that? Because first of all, I was shocked to find out that that woman was 35 years old. When I saw her mugshot picture, I thought she was an older woman. But maybe that was just a bad assumption on my part, because I was looking at how she was dressed. I think like she had a scarf or something on her head. Like she wasn't like done up, and that's fine. But I thought she was an older woman. But they said she's, I think, 35 years old or something like that. And the guy was punching the crap out that lady. He was punching the crap. Y'all go see the video for yourself. Don't just listen to me. I want you all to do your own investigations. Everybody in my city is talking about this now. I was running some errands earlier. People just in restaurants, they talking about it. They bringing it up. It's very heartbreaking. Men, you all have got to protect us all. Who can we depend on? We depend on God. This is why I tell you all, you got to stay prayed up in these times. You have to stay prayed up in these times, and you have to wear humility as a coat. Hear me when I tell you, you must wear humility as a coat. People will say all type of stuff to you, but baby, you better stop trying to prove stuff. You better stop, baby. I got people that know who I was back then, and they be like, Kiki, you a straight lame now. You a cornball. You know what? I take it as a compliment. I have nothing to prove. I want to go back home. I have 2 children. I have family. People say all type of stuff to me. And baby, I look at them and be like, God bless you. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not a doormat. I'll get with you. I'll get with you. But I pick my battles. It's a time and place. Everything is not meant to give a reaction. You all going to these clubs. Somebody bump you. You spill a drink. You ready to box. Somebody cut you off in traffic. They look at you sideways. You're screaming and hollering. You ready to box. You're out in the grocery store. Somebody bump you with their cart. You ready to box. Nah, be humble. See, this is going to test a lot of you all's walk with God. Because I'm going to tell you something. The longer you walk with God and the deeper you go in God, the more you get broke down in humility. Surprise. I know a lot of you all don't know that. God wants you to be meek. Not a doormat. Because I check people. Depending on the situation and depending on who it is. But somebody that's out in the street that I know I don't know and I'm not going to see them again. Baby, God bless you. Have a great day. We're done. Conversation over. You got something to say. Now you're about to be talking to yourself. You're going to see the back of my head. Talk to the back of my head. I'm done. Everything is not meant for you to give a response. And I don't care how real of a NIGGA you say you are. You could be real. You could be a thug. You can have your gun, you can have whatever. But baby, it ain't worth it. That young man was doing all that. And then I told you all in another video message, don't swear against the throne of God. He said, I swear to God, say one more word on my grandma. And then he attacked that lady. Stop playing these types of games. This is judgment season. I have to keep telling you all this again. The judgment of God, him bringing the hammer down, that's not lifted yet. It ain't lifted. See, people keep thinking judgment is just going to come when you die and you are before God. Nah, this is another level of judgment where people are alive and the judgment is coming down. You got to watch what you out here doing. You got to watch what you saying to people. You got to stop trying to be tough, trying to be hard, trying to show out, and trying to have a point to prove. I got family members that use their weight and their height and people that I know to try to intimidate or scare people because they feel like somebody that's smaller than them is weaker than them. But real talk, you don't know what frame of mind somebody in. You don't know who knows who. You don't know who. I could get my phone. All of us can make a phone call. And see, this is the mistake that a lot of people make because they get so comfortable and familiar to where they feel like because they didn't beat up a couple of people in their lifetime or they didn't been in some type of mess where they intimidated some people, they feel like they could pull this stunt with whoever. But you don't know who nobody else knows. You don't know who I know. You don't know who I got in my phone. You don't know who I know. Don't get comfortable. Just like I don't know who on y'all team. Just like people in the street don't know who you all know. You don't know who nobody know. You don't know who nobody is talking to. You don't know what pull or what clout somebody has. You could keep thinking even somebody that's saved is weak and a punk. When it comes to somebody that's trying to protect and guard their life or their children, you don't know how far they'll go with you. You can't think because you tall and you 300 or 400 pounds and you talking to somebody that's 5'1", 5'3", 5'4", that you could get with them because you didn't beat up a couple of people in your time. You can't get comfortable like that. And that's why I look at people. Men have walked up on my car. I'll never forget. God rest my father's soul. At the time, my father got his entire leg, his entire right leg and foot amputated. And my father became handicapped. I had to start driving my father around to run errands. We were 2 or 3 days away from the new year coming in. My father died in 2015. This may have been 2012 or 2014 maybe. And my father asked me to take him to a popular liquor store that's here in Chicago. Well, it's kind of like in Oakland. It's called Benny's. And my father, thank you, Lamar, my father asked me to take him here. Not that he drank, he wasn't a drunk or nothing, but he was about to have a gathering. As tradition, my father would have cigars for all the men in our family. He would invite my 2 brothers, my cousins, some of his male church members, and he would buy wine. He would buy wine, he would buy really, really expensive cigars, and he would buy like almonds and pecans and cashews, and he would cook roasted lamb. My father was an excellent cook. He taught me how to cook. And my father would do this as a tradition for years. So he was like, hey, daughter, take me to Benny's. I'm going to get some wine for my guests because I'm going to have this New Year's Eve party. Okay, fine. So my father he had on his prosthetic leg at the time, but he was still limp because he was he was a new amputee. So he hadn't broke in how to really walk on his prosthetic leg. So he went in Benny's, and I didn't go with him. I sat in the car, but he called me and was like, I'm coming out. You could pull up in the front. And I pulled up in the front, and there were cars behind me. They could have gotten over, but I guess they thought I was about to drive off. I didn't have my hazard lights on, but they were getting upset. There was a couple of cars behind me blowing, and there were people coming out the store. So once people caught on that was walking behind my father, when they saw his prosthetic leg and that he was on a cane limping, initially a couple of them, when they were yelling at me to move, they changed their tune and was like, oh, my bad, okay. So they saw my father coming out the store to walk around on the passenger side to get in the car. This white man, he had a cock eye. I will never forget, because I saw the demon in him. He was so angry. He jumped out of his car and came to my driver's window and had his fist balled up. He was screaming to the top of his lungs, like, B, move, move. I didn't say one word. I kept looking at him like, he was screaming and hollering. It was spit on my window, and I was looking at him. It's just a look. When people do that and they manifest, I sit there and I look at them. Because, see, you want to take this far, whatever you feel you're going to do. I ain't worried about it because I know who covered me. But I was sitting there looking at him, and the fact that I wasn't saying anything to him and I kept staring at him, he was getting more pissed off. He was getting more angry. But the thing was, other men saw it. Nobody said anything. What could my father do? My father was on a cane with a actual prosthetic leg and foot. It was nothing he really could do. He was just like, let's go, let's go. That man saw my father limping, saw him on the cane, but he was so pissed off trying to be bad. I think he might have been a little bit drunk, but he was in that lot. White man was walking past, young and old, black man was walking past. Nobody stopped him. And see, what was appalling to me was that white man came to my window. He don't know what I got in my car. What if I went in my purse and I pulled out heat? Then I guarantee you his tune would have changed. What if? You cannot walk around in life being cocky like that. Who does that? Why have people got so comfortable just walking up on people? To this day, every time I think about that, I'm just like, he didn't know if I had somebody in the back of the car, because I got tents on my window as well. Anybody could have hopped out the back of my car and folded him straight up and wouldn't have thought twice about it. But that day, I just happened to just be with me and my father. But had one of my brothers been in the car, one of my cousins, even my cousins on my father's side, several of them are documented gang members. That you cannot do this. But it's appalling that people lack humility. Everybody got a point to prove. Everybody want to throw their weight around. Everybody want to be the big shot. Everybody want to talk crazy. How I would be scared to walk up on people. Don't walk up on me. Because, see, I got an issue, male or female. You could talk crazy, say what you want from a distance, but don't walk up on me. That's against the law, actually. They call that invading your personal liberty. People just be out the blue, just talking and just walking up on. Like, do y'all know what? You don't know what nobody got on there. You could keep thinking somebody lame. You could keep thinking somebody a straight cornball and weak. You could keep seeing somebody come out the church and they got their little head down and they praising and worshiping and crying, and you just think they a little weak vessel until you pull it with them. Then you see another side. I'm just telling y'all, it don't matter how much God somebody got in them. When it's time for them to protect themselves, don't be no fool. And so all I'm saying, men, is that to get back to the point I'm making, I'm just giving you all different scenarios of my personal situation as a black woman with men. Men have gotten angry if I didn't give them my attention. If they tried to talk to me, I have been called out of my name. I just want to know, who can we depend on? Dre, Dre, you said like a beach chair witness of Christ. Yeah, people are suicidal. Danny, it's crazy, right? Man, I'm just saying, y'all, Miller time, I agree. Yes, 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 I agree. People are lacking empathy. Chemo, what is it? Pele chemo? Depend on Jesus. Yes, sis, of course. I agree with you. Yeah, that's all we get, especially if you a single woman. But see, I tell people, don't be no fool. You come to Chicago, single women or not, they pack heat. I'm just telling y'all. People get on the city bus with heat on them. Tasers, knives, all type. I can't speak on y'all from y'all city where y'all come from, but you can't come here to Chicago, because we understand. Any Chicagoan will tell you, I don't care how lame you think somebody, they don't even have to live in the hood. Everybody gonna protect themselves. We already know how it go. We already know how it go. It's just a look. Chicagoans, it's just a way we look at you. Oh, you want to do this? Oh, okay. And we'll just stand there and look at you, but you don't know what the next move gonna be. You can't get comfortable like that. But you know what I find also fascinating? It's not fascinating. Wrong word. Forgive me. Wrong word. Wrong. I don't know why. With the vocabulary that I know, why am I saying fascinating? It's not fascinating. But what is uncanny? That's a good word. What's uncanny to me, and that just means unbelievable. What's uncanny to me is how easily a lot of men, it don't take some men nothing to hit a woman or to cuss a woman out or to walk up on a woman. But these same men, oh, they think twice when it's a brother in the street saying something to them. Men just so easily can walk up on a woman and hit a woman and cuss out and pull her hair. Really? Just so easily. You don't think about it. You don't think it. I mean, like, it's crazy to me. They don't think about that. Yeah, Militant, you right. Cowards. I have seen men just hit women, beat the hell out of them. But they don't have this same energy when it comes to another brother. But they ready to fold up and snap the neck up of a woman, though. That's what's just, it's crazy to me. I see married men, men that's dating women, just sleeping with them. That woman look at them wrong. B, watch yourself. Who you talking to? Man, I'ma F you up. Oh, but a brother could look at you sideways. Man, I ain't even trying to do this with you. Oh, you not, but you was doing it with her. You was knocking her out. Like, I just don't understand. So I just had to go live, guys. And I'm telling y'all, go play that video message that I made when I said protect us all. Don't put stipulations on women that you want to protect. Because I am disgusted when I look at men. And I've been disgusted for many, many years. And I didn't start getting vocal about it until maybe a couple of years ago. But I get very disgusted when I hear men. I'm only going to protect my wife. Somebody run up on my wife, that's it. Somebody run up on my mother, that's it. I'll go to jail behind my mother. I'll go to jail behind my wife, my little sister, my little cousin. Oh, anybody could get it, male or female. I want all the smoke behind this one. Oh, okay, bro. So your wife is the only one that's important. So once you leave out the house or your wife go to work, but you see another sister Whether that's your wife or whether you sleep with her or not. You see another sister and a man finna knock her upside her head, or he cussing her out, or he pissed off because she don't want to talk to him. You just gonna stand there? You gonna pull out your phone and record her? You're not gonna approach that brother and be like, hey bro, get out this lady face. Especially if you see a woman by herself. You see no male authority around that woman. You don't see no husband in sight. You don't see no son in sight. You don't see no brother in sight. No males. But that woman by herself. We are the weaker vessel. And brothers, if you don't agree with nothing else, how can you all say that you love God and the Spirit of God is in you, but you see your sisters in Christ in distress by the hands of another man, and you stand there like a coward? You stand there and pull out your cell phone. You run. You make excuses. I'm not talking about women that's walking up on men, hitting men. That's not what this conversation is. Because see, some of the little smart, wise butts, they gonna come up here. I deal with this every day, all day. I've been doing this a long time. It's always a little wise butt that want to come up here and throw a monkey wrench to try to take the shine and a spotlight off my video topic and content. But I'ma already put it out there before you have the opportunity to come up here with your smart alecky butt. But what about the women that hit men? What about the women that walk up on men and they cuss at them? Hey, listen, am I talking about women that's hitting men? No, I'm not. Stick to the topic. Stop playing with me. I am talking about men who are cowards standing around seeing other men or watching other men put women, especially African American women, in distressful, uncomfortable situations. I am addressing men that see other men get violent and physical with women, especially African American women. Don't come in my comment section talking about all this other stuff that has nothing to do with the topic. It says, who can we depend on? Stick to the topic. Because I'm not going to respond to you. I'm going to delete you. And then I'm going to block you. God bless you. And that's it. That's it. I'm just saying. Witness of Christ, I don't want you to get heated. I just want somebody to answer the question. Why are men so easy to hit women? And men, if you have been guilty, because I don't know who watching me. I know those that's revealing yourself by commenting, but it's other people that's up here watching. They not saying nothing, though. I see you. But here's the deal. Those that's not commenting, my thing is, if you have been a man that's guilty of hitting a woman, only you can really honestly answer that question as to why it's easier for you to strike a woman or walk up on a woman than it is a man. And see, that brother that was talking crazy to that woman, maybe he felt like I can whoop her and I could do this. And that brother probably thought he was going home. He didn't make it. Hey, Ruby, he didn't make it. God bless him. But in a split second, he was deleted. In a split second, arguing over some food with a woman. He a whole man. And in a split second, an entire family is destroyed because of arrogance, because of bullying. An entire family is destroyed. This is what the enemy does. That brother could have calmed down. We wasn't there. We don't know everything that was said, but was it worth it? If he immediately got into the presence of God after he was deleted, I'm sure God is probably like, but really, was it worth it? I just don't understand. I mean, like, everything is not to be addressed. You get into it with somebody at a restaurant and they saying something to you. Sometimes you got to be like, hey man, I'm out. Y'all could keep that money and you could keep the food. I'm going somewhere else. Peace. What's $6, $7, $8? That's just where I am. I can't speak for y'all. Or you can ask for a refund. But when certain stuff getting like that, to me, it just ain't worth it. I'm out. I'm out. In the inkling of something like, nope, I'm done. This ain't it. This ain't it. I'm out of here. King Eric. Y'all, do y'all see what I'm not gonna even say out loud what King Eric is saying? But Miller time, life is so precious. With the facts, do you see what this man King Eric is saying? Y'all, wow. Y'all, wow. But man, I'm not here to convict you. I'm not here to condemn you. If you have been guilty of putting your hands on a woman in the past, hey, your past, brothers. I'm not here to bring that up. I don't want to bring that up. Who you were before, okay. But, because I understand some brothers came from an abusive household. You all came from a home where you saw your father, put his hands on your mom. Or you saw your grandfather put his hands on your grandmother. Or you saw men be violent towards women and disrespectful, and nobody ever told you that it was inappropriate. Nobody ever told you it's not okay. So I don't really have anything to say about that. But fast forward, those of you brothers that say you have God in you, act like it. That's what this live is about. We need to be able to depend on you brothers. You know what else disgusts me too? I don't like when men don't open up doors for me. I don't care how nobody feel about that. You gonna open the door for me. I don't have to be your woman. I don't have to be your date. I went in the gas station today, okay? I went in the gas station today, and when I walked in the gas station, it was a man. It was a Hispanic man. This has happened several times. He was walking in front of me. Now, he see me get out of my car. I saw him get out of his. But he was walking a little bit faster than me. He was like walking ahead of me. And he was going to beat me to the door. And so as we walking, he hurried up and opened up the door. And I'm thinking he's going to hold it open. Because normally 95% of the time, men are holding the door open for me. When I go into a restaurant, when I go to the grocery store, when I'm running errands, men always open the door for me. But it's a couple of buttholes, like I said today. And he let the door close on me. And I snatched the door open, and I said something to him. I said, really? I said, really? I said, it's cool. God bless you. And he just was looking at me. You know what I'm saying? But that disgusts me. To me, you're a pig. So you let the door slam? I even hold the door open for men. If I'm going somewhere in public and I'm ahead of a man, I hold it open for women and men and kids. I go to the gas station, I go to a store, whoever walking behind me, if they close behind me and I get in the door first, I'm going to hold it open and let them in, especially for my elders. I remember I was going to buy my aunt some scratch-off tickets or something and take them to her. And I went into the little ticket place, and it was about 6 elders. They was walking so slow. They was so thin and frail. But they want to come get their little tickets, their little scratch-offs. I stood out there in that hot sun a couple of weeks ago, and I held that door open for all 6 of them. They was laughing. One of them was like, little girl, why you holding the door open? I said, because you guys are my elders. They said, oh, she's so cute. They said, baby, we walking slow. It's going to take us a long time. You're going to be standing there for a while. And I got a good chuckle out of it. But I just was taught, these are my elders. Do you all know we'll be old one day if God allow us to see it? Do you all understand how humiliated a lot of elders are? I remember at my old job, it was an old man. I have no clue because I don't know people backstory. But I have no clue why he started working in the field that I was working in, because it was very fast paced. And it required you to think quick. He had to know the paperwork, the computer. He had to know a whole bunch of stuff that he did not know. And so he came to me one day and he said, I'm going to quit, Kiki. I said, why you going to quit? You're making really good money. He was like, I can't keep up with y'all young people. I was like, what do you mean? It's nothing to keep. This your job. This how you pay your bills, sir. He was like, nah, I don't like the way the people here talk to me. He was like, you wasn't here, you was off the other day, but some young boys, they was like talking crazy and making fun of me, and they was screaming at me and they was yelling at me because I don't move at the pace that they move, and it's real humbling, and I just can't deal with it, so I'ma just quit and go somewhere else. And that broke my heart. But I had to put myself in that man's shoes, because see, some people feel like they gonna be young forever. People feel like they're gonna be young forever. One day we are gonna be the ones walking slow, or younger people looking at us like, look at that old lady, look at that old man. Our whole head is white, if God allow us to see it. And baby, when I tell you what you doing now, it catches up to you later in life. You got to watch how you out here treating people. How would you all feel? Put yourself in the shoes of somebody that's 60 or I don't even think 55 is old. It's people in their 50s and early 60s that follow me. They subscribe to me. I don't think that's old. My brother, my oldest brother, he's older, way older than me. He's 51 years old, but he don't even look like it. My brother don't have no wrinkles in his face. He's slim, he tall. Both of my brothers are tall. A lot of the males in my family are really tall. I'm talking about like 6'4", 6'2", 6'1". They tall. So, but he looks really good to be 51. But I say, like, up in age, I don't even think 60 or 65 that's not old to me. Oh, like when you hit 70, you've been here for a while. Like when you hit 70, 75, like, okay, yeah, you old. You done seen some stuff. But somebody that's like 54, 55, 57, 60, to me, they still like a baby. Because a 60, 65-year-old, they still driving. They don't need nobody to bathe them. They don't need nobody to feed them. Like, y'all get what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, people be thinking they're going to be young forever. You got to watch how you out here talking to people. You got to watch how you treating people. I don't play that with the elderly. I love my elders. Hey, elders, if y'all tuned in, I love y'all. I love my elders, and I respect my elders. I don't laugh and make fun of them. I actually laugh when they crack jokes about our generation. They be calling us lazy at work. It had been old people I work with at my old job. They be like, you millennials, you Gen Zers, y'all lazy. Y'all ain't worth a DAM. I would be cracking up. And you know what I say? They'd crack all these jokes. I'd be looking at them. I'd be like, oh, yeah? They'd be like, yeah, Kiki, y'all ain't SH. Y'all know what? Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all spoiled. Y'all some crybabies. Y'all weak. And you know what I say? I'll look at them. I'll be like, yeah, y'all raised us. Oh, everybody would start howling. I'll be like, but y'all raised us, though. So where we get this behavior from? You all raised us. Y'all gave birth to the 80s babies. Like what? Y'all raised us. So however y'all raised us, that's how we raised the kids we gave birth to, which are the younger Gen Zers. I'm just being real. But I still respect them though. I just feel like, I don't know, men. Y'all gotta do better. Women too. I'm coming at men and women's head in several video messages that I'm about to do. I have to stay in prayer more about it, because things come to me, and that don't mean it's not video worthy. Sometimes I just go in secret and pray about stuff and leave it at that. But when it's meant for me to speak, I will speak out about certain things. But this is a matter that needs to be addressed publicly. And so all I'm saying is that, men, before I end this live, I want you all to think about this. I want you all to think about, if you are the type of man that don't feel women are worthy of your protection, now I want you to soul search and go deeper and ask yourself why. Why do I as a man, why do you as a man feel like women are not worthy of your protection? If you are a man that feels like the only woman, or women that are worthy of your protection are your wife, your girlfriend, your daughters or daughter, or your female cousins, or the woman you're sleeping with, just ask yourself why. You all don't have to answer today. I just want to put this stuff in the airwaves. I want to put this stuff on your mind, because fellas, this has to stop. Because I'm going to tell you something. God is going to hold you all accountable. God is going to hold you accountable just like he holds us accountable. for how we talk to you. A woman we don't have no business putting our hands on you. Period. Period. Self-defense, yeah. Because I'm not going to let no man just put his hands on me. That's dead. It would never happen again. Let me say that. Oh, but I had a season of my life. Well, I went through that when I was married. And that's dead. That was the first and the last and the only. I don't play that with men. Don't touch me. Don't call me no B. Don't walk up on me. Do not put your paws on me. Don't do it. Don't do it. God bless you. I don't want no problems. We could debate and argue, but respectfully, and we could leave it at that. Just leave it alone. But I want you men to think about that. Because women, we have to know our place as well. We don't have no business putting our hands on men. We don't have no business walking up on men, calling them B's, calling them H's, hitting them, throwing stuff at. We have no business doing that either. See, I'm going to put out here what needs to be put out. Because men have a lot of men have hate towards women. They hate single women. They hate divorced women. They hate women with kids. They hate women without kids. They hate dark-skinned women. They hate light-skinned women. Like, it's a lot of that going on. And there's a lot of men that have been blessed to get a platform. And they use their platform to tear down women. I don't play these type of games. I'm not going to be on my platform calling men Pookies and Dusties. I just don't play these type of games. Whatever other women and influencers do, that's on them. I don't judge. I don't have nothing to do. But I just feel like you speak this stuff out of your mouth. You are bringing a certain force and energy to your platform. I don't play around with my platform. God literally blessed me to do what I do. So I don't play games with this. Because there are so many different people watching me and following me. There are so many different people from all types and different walks of life who follow me. So I have to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? I get why they call some men Pookie and Ray Ray. I get that. But you know, when it's more of a serious topic and we addressing men, you don't come out like, let me tell you something, Pookie. Like, no. But I'm just saying, y'all, we have to change it. Y'all have to change it. Protect us. We are worth it. I'm not saying you got to fight another man, but when you see a sister in distress and it's a man walking up on that woman and he's saying stuff to her and she's getting uncomfortable or she looks scared, step in. You could save her life. Do you all know that that young man's life could have been saved? Do you know that that woman could have been spared from getting punched in her face repeatedly? She could have been spared from getting punched in her face repeatedly. Now, they said the charges are dropped against that woman and her son. Okay, that's awesome. He's 14 years old, and I think they said he's an honor roll student. God bless him, too. God bless his mom. God bless the young man that lost his life again. I can't say that enough. But all I'm saying is that all of that stuff could have been de-escalated if somebody had just stood up. A man. The workers, the male workers. Look at that video. Look how many men were cooking. Somebody could have stepped from behind that counter and said, hey, you know what? You loud. You gonna have to go, sir. You gonna have to go. You getting in this lady's face. You screaming and you hollering and yelling at her. And that woman wasn't saying no cross words to him. She didn't call him a B. She didn't walk up on him. All I heard, really, I couldn't really, if you play that video, you can't really make out what that woman is saying. All I really was clear on what she said. I heard her say, go to the car. And then the guy that hit her, he said, what? Go to the car. She wasn't even talking to him. From what they were saying, her son had stepped there one time and she told the son to go to the car. And that's when he went to the car to get the y'all know what, and he came back. And he saw the guy doing what he was doing to the mother, and then he did his thing. But I don't know, man. Y'all gonna have to do something. Think about this. This is not something that could be addressed in one day or on one live. This cannot be addressed because it's such a large topic. And I know men, even some of the ladies, I know you all are going to come from different angles. We can address it again. I can always do a part two. But I just want to throw this out here right now to have you all ponder on it and think about it and run it back. Just really think about that because this has to stop. And I understand some people are afraid because I know a lot of people have this mentality. It ain't my business. I already know. I'm going to say it for a lot of y'all ahead of time. Well, that ain't my business. I got to mind my own business. That ain't had nothing to do with me. But I mean, do people have a thought process like you think about who or what is worth it? Or do you feel like nobody is worth it because you just thinking about yourself and just your family? I'm not saying it's a right or wrong answer to that. But all I'm saying is that somebody could have said something. 2 or 3 men could have approached that young man. He didn't have no weapon in his hand. He wasn't that big. He was a small guy. He looked like, just me looking at that video and looking at him, he looked like he probably was no more probably than 150 in weight. He was very small. And so all I'm saying is that I understand because it's situations I see out in public and I be like, yeah, that ain't my business. That's not my ministry. That ain't meant for me. I'm going to keep walking. But at the same time, it have been situations I've seen and I can call the police. I can go and get a security guard. I can go to another male and say, hey, can you help her? Or can you go and have them call the police? Really? I'm not saying call the police unnecessarily. Black men have lost their lives because somebody have seen a black man looking at a house or in his house and somebody have drove up and been like, oh, this man looks suspicious. Oh, it was a lot of that's been going on. Oh, he had on a hoodie. He looked suspicious. I saw him drinking something in a bottle, but it was a Snapple, ma'am. It was a juice, ma'am. He had a bag of Skittles, ma'am. Go in the house and have a seat. Keep your mouth closed. Some people just busybodies. Like you watching way too hard. You stereotyping. They profile people cars. They profile how people look. Like you will see a male walking down the street with a hoodie on, but what do you say when you see a woman? Do y'all know how many women I saw today out in public with a hoodie on? A black hoodie or a gray hoodie with the hood on their head. My daughter wears hoodies, just like my son does. But like I said, that's a whole nother conversation. I'm just telling y'all, men, protect us. Because I'm about to end this live. Because like I said, I don't want it to get dark and y'all can't really see me. Homer, what do you mean? How do I know they identify as women? So this is the game. I see what you're doing here. So that's what you want to spin with me? What do you mean? If I see a woman and I see her breast and I see her wearing lipstick and I'm listening to her voice, it's safe to assume that that's a woman. I don't play these gender games with people and pronoun games. Because even if you want me to go there, now I'm about to go there. But you opened up this door with me. So see, when y'all try me, I'll go there with you. So my thing is this. I don't play the pronoun game. Because if you were born a man, that's what you are. The Bible says a woman should not wear the raiment of a man. So even if a woman made a decision and she says she feels like a man, sweetie, you still a woman. Period. So I'm not going to play these games with people. Unsubscribe now. I'm concerned about what my God thinks and says. And whatever my God hates, I hate. Whatever my God is against, I am against. I don't play these games with society. So don't go there with me. God bless you. Male or female. I don't play with the LGBTQ community. And I got a family member that is in the LGBTQ community. I don't bring up their sexuality. I don't even pay attention to that. That's more stuff that needs to be addressed in your secret prayer closet. But since people want to bring it on the front line, you saying, Homer, how do I know that I identify? I don't know nothing about nobody that's walking down the street that I don't personally know. But if you look like a woman and I see your breast jiggling and I'm looking at your butt and you got on lipstick and your hair is up in a bun and you got a purse and your nails done, but you got on a hoodie, you a woman. I'm not getting into all this other extra stuff. Oh, but that could be a man. He could have had breast implants. Okay, whatever. You still a man, whether you got breasts or not, whether you got on a wig or not, you're a man, biologically speaking. Come on, man. What y'all think, I'm a coward? No, I'm not scared to address this stuff that people be losing platforms and money and getting canceled. You could cancel me all you want. You don't take care of me. Point blank, period. Like, seriously, I don't play these games with people. Because, see, y'all be trying to test me. A lot of y'all be trying to test me, but this ain't really what you want. This ain't really what you want. I don't play these type of games. Everything that's worth fighting for, everybody tucking their tail between their legs getting scared. Because you worried about who not going to like you no more. And see, I'm tired of people in the gay community talking about just because somebody don't agree with certain stuff, y'all want to call them homophobes. The definition of a homophobe is somebody that discriminates or they fear your sexuality. Why would somebody be scared of a lesbian? Why would somebody be scared of a man that's gay? It's nothing to fear. If I am a boss and you come into my company and I'm hiring you and you a gay man or you're transgender, I'm going to hire you if you qualify according to your resume. But if you ask me, am I in agreement with you being dressing like a woman, but you biologically a man, I'm going to tell you, no, I don't accept that and I'm not in agreement with it. But I don't have the right to take your life. I don't have the right to not hire you. I don't have the right to shame you. And I don't have the right to verbally abuse you. But see, y'all not going to manipulate me either. I got a cousin that does that. Oh, but if you don't accept it, you're a homophobe. But see, what are you if you don't accept? You don't accept that I'm saved. What are you, Antichrist? Y'all got to stop letting people manipulate y'all. And in the LGBTQ community, they do that a lot. They do that a lot. You just be like, well, I don't agree with it. You are a homophobe. You need to get... They go to the defense. How is somebody a homophobe because they say they're not in agreement with a man that was born biologically a man, but he dressing like a woman, but you still address him as a man? So what happens if you a woman and you start dressing like a man and a man beat the hell out of you in the street? Are you still going to claim that you a man, or you going to say, well, biologically, I'm a woman? See, I don't play these type of games. The devil is a liar, and the devil is the author of confusion. God is not. I'm going to tell you what you are. Period. And I'm not finna argue about it. And that's that. So that y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop with this, because this is the time we in it. You're not gonna get no extra time. Either you're gonna be bold for Christ or you're not. You cannot be on one side of the fence, whether you go against your family or whoever. Who really gonna stand up for God when it's time? Homer, what do you mean? Who did I vote for? Who I voted for? How is that relevant to this conversation? Who did I vote for as far as what? It was a lot of elections going on for different people, for mayors, for aldermen, for judges. Who you talking about? Because if you ask me who I voted for, are you asking me, am I Republican? Am I Democrat? Am I a leftist? Am I a conservative? Do I write in names? Do I vote green? See, I could go there with you if you want to have a battle of the wits or a political argument. Do you really want to do this with me? God bless you. Because a lot of y'all be really trying to test me. But this is really not the game you really want to play with me, because you're not playing with a dummy. You really not, don't put me, see, I'm going to just be quiet. I'm going to be quiet. God dealing with me now. Has it 100% relevant to the LGBTQ? Who I voted for, that's relevant, Homer, to the LGBTQ community? How? Has sexuality even coming up based off who we vote for? No, it's relevant for politics. Sexuality, who you in the bed with, no, I only talk about that when somebody confront me with it. Like I told you, this particular family member. I don't get involved in all that. But like I say, like, come on, man, y'all gotta stop. King Eric, you right. Oh, I'm fine, y'all. I know y'all probably think I'm upset. No, I'm good. It's just that I get on fire. When somebody want to go there with me and test me about what's in the word of God, I'm not going to be no punk. I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm not bowing down to you. How nobody feel about that. And I wish celebrities knew that. But everybody's scared to get canceled. Everybody's scared about their channel. Everybody's scared about being silenced. Yeah, okay. You better be scared about what God gonna do to you. That's who I'm scared of. I'm scared of what God can do to me. Y'all too comfortable with this. Y'all real comfortable going there with that. I know Mr. Hoodie, he want my attention. Homer, if you want a hug, sweetie, just say you want Kiki to give you a hug. Just say that. Because I know a lot of y'all want me to care. You want my attention. That's fine. I'll give it to you. I'm done for the night. I did everything I was supposed to do. So we all good. Homer, we can have an open dialogue. You just threw me off when you was like, how do I know they identify as a woman? Cause I saw breast. I saw lipstick. I saw hair, how women wear their hair. It's safe to assume that that was a woman. And I don't know what you mean when you say they run from it. Run away from what? I don't argue with people in the LGBTQ community. I ain't finna be arguing that. If they ask me a question, I'm going to give them an answer. I recently was faced with that. I'm not going to get deep with y'all about this, but it was a court situation that I had. And this attorney asked me that I have a issue with a particular family member's sexuality. And I was like, why are you asking me about this particular family member's sexuality? What do you mean? She was like, well, do you accept it? I said, I'm never going to accept lesbianism or homosexuality. But why is this the topic of conversation? She said, well, people are born gay. She started getting it, ma'am. What did this have to do with anything? You trying to ask me a question to use something against me? And then this woman uses a scripture to broadcast her being an attorney, which that was shocking to me because you got this scripture, so I'm going to assume you know the word of God. Oh, but when it comes to that particular thing, you want to cherry pick what you want to believe in and what you do or don't want to address. Oh, gotcha. And it's a lot of alleged Christians that do that. Oh, they go real easy on a lot of stuff. But when it comes to certain stuff, oh, baby, they ain't going to fight for the real gospel. And them the people I stay away from. King Eric. Homer. Okay, y'all. Can y'all answer Homer? Ortega? Hey. So Homer said, so you don't think misgendering doesn't bring violence to LGBTQ community? Homer, I can't really answer that because number one, I'm not in that community. So I'm not really seeing everything that they have to fight and battle on a day-to-day basis. But do I know that there's violence in the LGBTQ community? For some of them, you don't really hear about lesbian women getting attacked. It used to be back in the day you heard about homosexual men getting attacked, but now we are seeing the world put more transgenders on the forefront. That is a argument because it's a lot of young people that's saying that that's the route that they want to go. So I can't answer that. I can't answer that question, Homer. And misgendering, okay, misgendering, but they're making a decision. If you were biologically born a man and you make a decision to dress like a woman or to go get breast implants, that's a personal choice. So whatever come with that decision you made is on you. That's how I look at it. That's on you, which is why I said you gotta be careful what you're doing, because if you were biologically born a woman, but you're dressing like a man and you go out in public and you get into it with a man, a real man, a biological man, and he beat the crap out of you, as a transgender woman, are you gonna still claim you a man, or are you gonna go back into the position originally had God destined for you to be, and be like you talking to the police? A man just beat the hell out of you, but you a transgender. You a biological woman, but you dress like a man. Your voice even sound like a man because you taking hormones. But an actual, real biological man just beat you up and you bloody. So the police come. Are you still gonna claim a man, or are you gonna come out and be like, "Well, I'm really a woman. I want this man arrested"? Because if the cops be like, "No, but you a man. You got paperwork. You changed your birth certificate." See, how do that go? It's too much confusion. I'm just saying. Larry, you already know what it got something to do with it. Go back and see what he asked me. But anyway, y'all, another conversation, whatever. Like I said, man, y'all play this back and y'all think about what I said. Think about what I said. And y'all learn how to protect women. All women. Not just your wife, not just your sister, not just your mother. All women across the board. When you all wake up tomorrow and you on your way to work, no, Mr. Hoodie 72, I don't think he wants to talk about that no more. Larry, I'm good. I know some of y'all think I'm mad. I'm not mad. It's just that when somebody try to bring these questions to trip me up, because they do that to Christian people, and they do it to certain influencers and people in power and celebrity. They will try to ask them a question because they want to really use against them the response that they give and be like, this is why you should cancel this person, because look how they feel about this. They do it all the time. But don't nobody have to keep shutting down their personality or who they are to pacify and placate other people. Each one of us accept and believe in whatever, it's a buffet of different things that we do and don't accept in life. Let's stop making the gay thing one of the main things that's in the forefront. It's people that hate Christians. They hate and despise people. They will tell you they despise Christians. They despise people that follow Jesus. Now, are we making are Christians making a stink about that? Are we going to Springfield and Congress telling them we want stuff changed around? Are we making t-shirts saying, yeah, look, I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus? We not really making a stink. We ain't telling people to change the bathrooms and put Christians only. We ain't doing this type of stuff. But everybody wants you to keep just conforming and bowing down to the one agenda. And I'm not finna play these type of games. Don't ask me no question, because you're going to get a real answer. I ain't scared of you. And I definitely ain't scared of no demons. Hey, Prince, I love you too. Steel City GTO, hey, honey. That's something else I'm going to address with y'all. Because when are y'all ready to really stand up? Y'all got to stop being cute. Stop being scared of these people. I don't care if it is your family member asking you these little stupid questions to try to trip you up to see what your response going to be, so they could try to put you in some mess. I ain't even talking about what Homer asked me. I'm off that. I'm just talking about in general. You're going to be faced with this stuff, but you better be ready to give a clear answer. You never supposed to go against God or the word of God because of what people in the world talking about. Y'all going to be scared of what people on social media that's not paying your bills, that's not feeding you. Y'all worried about them canceling you or unsubscribing to you or saying they don't like you no more. How many celebrities and people have these people controlled? We're not going to let this person host the Oscars because they tweeted this years ago. So what? That's the past. How are you going back to some crap they tweeted out 10 years ago? Don't nobody even care about that. What's going on now? That's what I want to talk about. Don't come telling me nothing about nobody past. Y'all gotta grow up, man. And then you really need to stand up for the word of God. I don't hang with people that's scared. I don't hang with people that's scared to fully walk into God and the real pure gospel. I don't like hanging around people like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. You want to bow down and be like, no, I ain't gonna say nothing. No, the Bible say, what is the scripture, Danny, in 1 Peter? When a man asks you a question, you be ready to give a response. So I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. Y'all got to stop being scared. Stop being scared. Because let me tell you something about demons. And let me tell you something about these people out here that's real gung-ho. And I got lesbians and gay men that follow me. And I love them. They know I love them. Everybody welcome here on my channel. Transgenders, lesbians, homosexuals, whoever. All types of people follow me. Everybody, every race, every background, every culture is welcome here. Just let me put that out there. I'm not against, I love everybody because Jesus command me to. Let me put that out there because see, they not going to show. They'll take a clip of something. See, that's why I don't like playing with demons and the devil because that's what they do. You'll have these little messy people. They'll take a clip and try to split and splice one thing you say and share it in a group or share it on another platform to make you look bad. But I'm telling y'all, I love everybody. I'm not here to condemn or shame nobody for their sexuality. But if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you a real answer. But your sexuality never have to come up. We never have to talk about that. Hey, Lady D. I'm just saying. But y'all got to stop being scared because it's going to get worse. Where Christian people, we are going to be put on the forefront and ask questions. You're going to be put in a position where people are telling you you cannot talk about God. They're going to ask you, do you believe in God? Then what will you say? What will you say? What will be your response? You going to be scared? What did the word of God say about those who deny Jesus? You don't have this, he laid down his life. You think we better? We know better. Prophets got killed. Preachers got killed in biblical times. That's real. But everybody want to get scared. Everybody scared about their platform. They scared about who gonna unsubscribe, who not gonna like them no more. You scared about an award show you probably not gonna get invited to. So what? Somebody come and be like, Larry, Shirley, I'm naming y'all names, Mr. Hoodie, King Eric. Y'all can't host the Oscars because you believe in God. What y'all gonna say? Danny, you can't. Danny Adams. What if somebody confront you right now and be like, okay, Mr. Adams, we were going to have you host the Oscars, but we found out you're saved. We don't want you anymore. You going to stop preaching the word of God? Psalms 46, verse 1. I just read that scripture, actually. Psalms 46 a couple of days ago. CD Girl said it best. Lady D. Man, like, come on, y'all. It's time to really stand up. Because, see, when people want you to believe and swing their way for whatever they beliefs are, they not going to play with you. They going to be real adamant about it. And they going to be screaming and yelling in your face. Any one of my family members that's a part of the LGBTQ community, somebody just recently asked me, well, I don't even want to say because I don't want to tell y'all who this person is that I'm talking about. I ain't been given permission to talk about her sexuality, and I don't want to put that out there. I just don't. So I'm just going to address this person. It's a family member, but I'm going to just leave it at that. But somebody else in my family was like, what do you address so-and-so by? What's her pronouns? She, her. She was biologically born a female. But wait, Kiki, what if her pronouns is him or they or he? I said, oh, well, I'm not addressing her as that. She's a she. Come to me, tell me something. Yo, pronouns. Baby, bye. I got some pronouns for you, and I got some adjectives too. And the adjectives I come up with not gonna be nice. Let me take y'all to English class. I told y'all that was my strength in school. Let me take y'all to English class and let me come up here with a list of some adjectives. I got some words for you. So I'm telling y'all. But please go watch my video, Protect Us All. Go watch that video, y'all. And men, before I get up out of here, I'm going to say it again. I done said it 1,000 times. Just start protecting us more. Use wisdom. Always use wisdom. I'm not saying go out here with your Superman cape on. You do have to exercise wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You have to exercise wisdom because every battle is not yours. You have to be very wise. Some things you may see and God may not direct you to go that route. But I'm more so saying overall. What I'm saying overall is that God will hold you accountable. God created women as a helpmeet for you all. And we are the weaker vessel. Fingerprinting gurus? Hey. Shirley, I love you too. Larry Nero, you're right. Women do have to be wise to accept it. Oh, Eric, we're going to get to that topic. We're going to get to it, baby. Don't even worry. Time and time. Some things you have to give it to people in doses unless God say otherwise. Some stuff you got to give it to people in doses. You got to spoon feed people stuff. Because I could tell that a lot of people are not familiar with me or my channel, because when they come in my comment section and say certain stuff, I'd be like, yeah, this person not familiar with me. They have not looked at my videos. They don't know nothing about me. They see one post and now here they go talking crazy. I just deleted a girl's comment and blocked her. She came up here completely off topic over something that I shared in my community tab. A Rice, you have a blessed night too. And I deleted and blocked her. She called herself trying to correct me on something. I said, oh, okay, yeah, delete comment, went right to her channel, click, block. Don't play with me. You way off topic. Y'all got to stop doing this. You want to address me or you want to come at me about something, keep it on topic. I'm not getting involved in all the extra stuff. Keep it on topic. Send me an email. See, that's another thing I don't understand with people on these platforms. They'll come up here trying to kick stuff off with you and they'll say certain stuff when they have your email address. If you feel offended by something or you don't understand something that I said or that I put out, why not email me? Because I feel like when you come on one of my posts, you trying to get attention, you trying to get clout, you trying to be seen. But if you got God and you can see, they'll go there and they'll bring Jesus in it. Oh, well, sis, as a sister in Christ, I'm just coming. Okay, but sis, you couldn't email that to me? I see right through you. Stop playing with me. Delete, block. Delete, block. I'm not playing with you. You can email me. You offended, email me. Leave me a DM on Instagram, even though I don't be on Instagram like that. Inbox me on my Facebook page. I'll get to it in a couple of days or a week from now when I see it. But y'all, I keep telling y'all not messing with no dummy. I've been up here for over 10 years. I know how this go. God has really, really cultivated me in a sense where I know what needs to be addressed and I know what I need to be silent about. I know what I need to go into my prayer closet about. When people come up here trying to show out publicly, you dealing with something else. You want something else. Because a lot of people want clout. They want your affirmation. They want your attention. And I'm not about to play around with you like that. If you ever offended by anything I put or anything I say, Mr. Peso, hey, it's so good to see you. Just email me. You all know my email address. I get a lot of emails. It may take me a couple of days, but I get to you. And if you all want my email address, just tell me and I'll leave it up here after this live. Y'all could come to me. People come to me about all type of stuff. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's negative. And you all never have to worry about it. The conversation I have with you stays between me and you. I don't put my subscribers and my audience business out there. What I discuss with you, we discuss that privately. You all want to do a Zoom call with me one-on-one? Let's do it. It's a couple of y'all that I have to do a Zoom with. I have to set up a date and time for us to have a one-on-one conversation. Because I love y'all. And I put this time out. Prince, you could talk to me, baby. Whenever you like. Mr. Hoodie, come on. How do y'all not know this? Y'all know y'all can email me. We could do Zoom. Y'all can hop into my Facebook inbox and call me. Because I have to have a certain level of protection. Well, my number is not out there. You all already know that. But I'm saying, like, through Zoom, you're not seeing somebody's number. Through Facebook Messenger, you're not seeing their number. If they give you their screen name and they tag, that's it. I'm on Twitter. Michael Jackson. What? Okay, see, now, here's somebody else that wants some attention. So, Michael Jackson, you said is 6 inches big enough. And you said to satisfy a woman. So Michael Jackson, so I see you want to be a clown today. You want to be silly. I think you want some attention. No, 6 inches is not big enough. 10 inches is big enough. 10 inches is big enough. 6 is not good. Since this the game that you want to play and you want to pop in on my live and you want to say something to throw everybody off or whatever, see, I ain't going to even delete you. You welcome, Prince. And I just will question Michael Jackson, how old are you? Because if you are a full-grown man, you doing stuff like this, it make you look bad. And y'all real bold because y'all come up here with this stuff, show your face. Show your face. Because a lot of y'all that talk crap, y'all talk crazy, I can't even see your face. You don't even have no thumbnail photo. But y'all be having a whole lot to say. But if you grown and you're married or you got kids and you working a job, you playing these type of games and putting this type of stuff up here is real immature. Because it's pointless. It's so pointless. It really is. And it's sad. But to answer your question again, Michael Jackson, 6 inches, no, that's not big enough to satisfy a woman. I'm going to be bold enough to speak for all women in the world, on the planet. In and out the country, in third world countries, I'm speaking for every woman. They all said 6 inches is not big enough to satisfy them. They said 10 inches or more. That's your answer. I could be silly, I could be sarcastic and funny, I could be all that. It don't matter how much God in me. People want to play these games, I'm here to play. So like I said, guys, Shirley, thank you. But y'all get him. Bye, Larry. Yes. Ortega, yes, it's a troll. Michael Jackson, you said no disrespect. I answered your question. I told you I spoke for all women. 6 inches is not big enough. Okay, you said you weren't trying to be rude. Okay, you see I ain't delete you or block you. Mr. Peso, look. Michael, I'm going to just let you know about my subscribers. The people you see up here saying stuff, they don't play around. They will get you for me. I promise you, Michael, so you better come with your big boy draws on because they do not play. They like snakes. They like sharks in the water waiting for a drop of blood. Ray, hi. Steel City GTO? Of course. Clint Stewart, he said crazy live tonight. Clint, y'all know how I get. Y'all know. And it's all love, y'all. Portugal, you said, can I say what? Eduardo's, what? Michael, it's really not open discussion, but I guess it's open now because I'm off the topic of who can we depend on. And Shirley, y'all really making Shirley mad. Y'all got her going in. Danny, Lady D, nah, boo, don't be distracted. You focus, lady. You focus. It's all good. Don't worry. Michael, listen, let me tell you something, sweetie. We can talk about anything, but I told you keep it to the topic. Now, Michael, if you want to have a private conversation, because it seems like you're going through something, you can email me. I could set you up with a Zoom. And usually I charge people when I have one-on-ones with them, and or I have speaking engagement. I charge $150 to speak at a funeral, a graduation, a bar mitzvah, a wedding, all that, 150. But on my private personal time, somebody want to do a Zoom with me, usually I charge for that. But lately I ain't even came at nobody with that. But like I said, Michael Jackson, if you want to have a conversation to get some stuff off your chest, you can email me. You could definitely email me. Surely. Ray Ray. Ray Ray, you said, why does she carry a ruler with her? Mr. Hoodie, thank you. Danny, they got you up here cracking up. Okay, y'all, now Michael Jackson, he giving me 3 hearts. I love you too. See, I could play with y'all too. At least he not disrespecting me. I tell y'all, we don't have to get along. As far as like being in agreement, a lot of people subscribe to me. They don't agree with me all the time, but they never disrespect me. You all are always coming and be like, Kiki, I don't agree with that. But y'all don't be like calling me out of my name and we getting into arguments and stuff like that. King Eric, you said he gonna flash me. Don't trust him. Keegan Heaven, yes. You are right. You are right. I'm just tired of men and women going against each other, guys. Honestly, I'm just tired of it. I wish I can do a mass like live for all social media influencers, mainly the men, because it's like they coming up and they making money and they are gaining popularity off hating women. That's not the way. Because I'm going to tell you something, the way you build your platform, when you build it off the backs and the pain of women and tearing them down, I'm just letting you know, and I say this with boldness, it's not going to last. It's not going to last. Only what you do for the Lord with the right motive and the right spirit is what's going to last. When you build a platform and you tear people down, whether it's women tearing men down or men tearing women down, I'm telling you, God is watching that. And you will be silenced. You will be silenced. You cannot do this. We got to stop this hating. Women hating men hating women. Larry Nero, you said, what's my favorite pastor? I really honestly don't have a favorite pastor, but I could tell you who I enjoy watching. His name is Joshua Selman. I love that man of God. That man of God is very, very well read in the Word of God. Very well read. I like him. I like him. And I watch, is his name Marcus Gauss? I forget his last name. I like him. I like that brother. He's a prophet. He's a pastor. I'll watch him. I think I am subscribed to him. I like his teachings. Usually when you are a teacher yourself, you usually are drawn and attracted to other teachers. But I can't hold the candle to them. Them men of God, you could tell they've been doing it for ages. Joshua Selman, y'all look him up. That man, he on point. I just love when I just see the anointing of God heavy on somebody. You just know it's just something you know, just from your discernment. That man spends time with the Lord. What do I think of Marcus Rogers? I really don't know a lot about that brother. I don't follow him. I see his stuff though, because they put his stuff in the feed. He has a very large following. So I see his stuff in the feed sometimes. But I'm not really, I would be lying if I told you I'm very familiar with him, Mr. Hoodie. I'm not really familiar with him like that. I know some things he did. Yes, he is here in Chicago. I've never been to his church or anything. Lady D, you said Lake Hamilton Bible Camp is having a 3-day summer conference. Zoom is available. Spiritual warfare. Okay, good. And if you guys want to, drop your church. Shirley, I like Bill Winston too. I haven't seen anything from him lately. But I have seen some of his teachings. I am you right, Danny. Yeah, I do know that Marcus Rogers is north though. I actually do know that. I follow Isaiah, what is his name? Saldivar. He has a very large following as well. He's a great teacher. I like his teaching. He's a very great teacher. And actually, guys, I know some people feel a certain way about T.D. Jakes. I like T.D. Jakes. That man, I mean, I watched a sermon of his. It was power packed. Right in the comfort of my home, and I received deliverance. I'm telling y'all, up under T.D. Jakes right at home, and I'm going to tell y'all what it was. Y'all got to go watch it. The title of it was Divine Intervention, and I watched this video in my house last year. I was in tears, crying like a baby, because that man teaching was on point. That man was in the vein of the Spirit. He was in the Word of God. And basically, I'm going to give you all a synopsis on what his teaching was of a divine intervention. He was saying, basically in a nutshell, that when you really trust God and when you really have faith in God, and you waiting for God to move on a particular area in your life, or you're waiting for God to move in a particular situation, he said you completely remove yourself from it. You completely take your hands off of it. Don't do nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't make no phone call. Don't do nothing. You completely sitting back, riding off the faith of God. That is when a divine intervention steps in. And I felt that whole sermon. Because see, a lot of people don't understand. When you have faith and you trust in God and you believe in God, there are going to come some situations in your life where you cannot put your hands on it. You cannot put your hands on it because it's that deep. Because if you put your hands on it or you put yourself in it and get involved in it, you're going to mess it up. You're going to mess it up. And sometimes that's how you know. That's why I tell you all the time, let God be God. Just let God be God. He don't need your help. And people want to use the scripture, yeah, but faith without works is dead. Okay, but see, now we getting into another conversation. That's another topic. That's another conversation. I'm telling you all, if it has not already happened, you are going to get to a point in your life where God has to do what they call a divine intervention. It's not meant for you to put your hands in it. It is not meant for you to put your hands in it. Mr. Hoodie, I'm about to get out too because it's dark. I always say I ain't gonna talk a long time to y'all and it's dark. Lamar, what were you talking about, sweetheart? When you say what about the new guy? What new guy? Lamar, are you talking about a pastor? Lady D, you right. That is a good teaching for another day. And I'ma do it. Oh, all nations, Danny. Yes, I've never been there. A couple of my friends actually go to Matthew Stevenson's church. They actually go to his church. Um, hold on, y'all. But yeah, he Matthew Stevenson. I've seen him preach a couple of times, not a lot, but I've seen him preach a few times. And his preaching was really good. I enjoyed it, but it's very difficult to get into his church. But a couple of my friends actually go. Marco Griffin, that's the name of your church, Victory in Jesus Christ, or Victory in Jesus Church. Okay, in Clinton, Maryland, G County. Okay. Oh, Danny Adams, I didn't know that. Your son is a pastor for him. Okay. Oh, Lamar. Okay, that's who you was talking about when you said who was the new guy. Okay. Good night, Shirley. We'll see y'all again. When y'all see me again, it's going to be daylight. Because when I did a video for you guys, I think it was Sunday, I was just getting my day started. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And it was a really, really bad car accident, y'all. I was on my way home. And it was like 7 in the morning and I got caught on the 90-94 expressway. Maybe you all can Google it and look at the car accident. We literally were parked on that E-way bumper to bumper. It was a car that was all the way up on the guard rail. All the airbags was out. It was smashed in the front. Another car was spent around. It was smashed in the front. Then it was a little girl sitting in one car in the middle of the E-way, and she was sitting in the driver's seat with her head on the side of the window. Everybody looking like what? We didn't know what was going on. But maybe look it up. I didn't see anything on the news because I know all accidents, they don't report that. But yeah, I was just tired. Lamar, you be safe too. And you know what, y'all? I'm going to say this to you all, and I really mean it. I hope you all feel my prayers, because I really, really was praying for my entire subscribers list, and even those who are not subscribed to me. A lot of you all are not subscribed to me, but you just like to check in to my channel. And I sincerely was praying for you all, for healing to come to you all, for your finances to be restored. Those of you, I have something coming up for the married couples. I got something for you all. We need to talk. A lot of you all who are in broken marriages, you are separated or you ready to get a divorce. We definitely need to talk, because that's something that keeps coming to me to address married couples. And when you talk about that, it's such a very large topic. But it is. I hope you all do feel the prayers, because when I pray for you all, I don't get into the presence of God with nonsense. Some people, they go to God, and they go to God with a lot of stuff. Okay? And sometimes it's not anything that is really of a lot of substance. And so I don't like to I don't play with the presence of God, and I don't like playing with God's time. So when I do go to God, I am sincere, especially when I'm praying for somebody else. Because you all, everything is not meant, you don't always have to be in front of somebody's face and bring out oil and lay hands and all of that. You could just pray and say the name of Jesus. And he sends angels, warring angels to people. It don't matter what part of the world they in. Lamar, you checking out? And you know what? Danny, Sheila, Lamar, y'all are always coming up here rocking with me. And I love you all. Lady D, I see Lady D. She comes up here a lot too. Y'all always rock with me. But yeah, guys, we gon' talk. I'ma head in the house. Cause like I said, it's dark and I know y'all cannot see me. I done turned on a couple of lights in my car. But let me close my sunroof. The sun is down. And I think it's supposed to storm. It was storming so bad yesterday. Clint, good night to you too. So I'ma see you little weasels later. I'ma still call y'all weasels, y'all. Okay, Prince. Shamelia. Thank you, sweetie. I hope I said your name right. But like I told you all before I get out of this live, if you all want to talk or chat, you can email me. I'm not saying I respond to an email lightning speed because so many come in. But I try my best to catch every email because there's so many that comes in. And I'm really, really trying to get it set up to where you all can join me when I go live. But the way that they have it set up through YouTube, I have to send a link to you all and invite somebody to come to my live. And when I send you the link and invite you, then you can tune in. But I don't like that. I want it to just be set up to where you guys could just send a request for me to let you in the live. Because that's what you can do on Facebook, I believe. And I've never gone live on my Facebook page. But I believe on live on Facebook or maybe even on Instagram, when you go live, you can, somebody could just send a request to a button. You could just click a button and then they able to join. I think that that's what you can do with that. Thank you, A. Ortega. I got sidetracked by Homer when he came up here. But y'all understand, I just don't play around with stuff like that. Cause I don't like that. I don't play with me and ask me a certain question because I guess you think I'm gonna get scared or you trying to get a particular reaction. Cause people do that. They will do that. They want to know your mind and your thought on certain things and they want to try to use it against you later. But see, when it comes to the word of God, you can't use nothing against me. Because like I said, whatever God is against and whatever God hates, everybody under the umbrella of God that's rocking with God for real, you supposed to hate it too. You can't be friends with the world, because if you friends with the world and they belief system, then God saying his word, you are an enemy to him. So I don't care nothing about it. You could play the game and be like, I'm about to trip her up. I'm about to ask her about the LGBTQ community, and you're going to get a real answer. And you're probably going to get offended off the answer that I give you. But what you're not going to do, you're not going to play the game and make it like I hate people in the gay community, because I don't. I have people in my family that are bisexual, that are gay. I have a couple of gay male friends. Now, they don't live here in Chicago. I more so communicate with them like through a text. They'll send a text here and there. But they know how I feel on it. That's my stance. But their sexuality does not come up. See, you all have to understand when you see your brother or sister struggling with something, because whether you all like it or not, there are gay men and women that go to church and they love the Lord. They love the Lord. And so the thing is, it's so many different types of sin. But when it comes to this particular topic, some stuff is not meant for you to come publicly and say certain things. We don't know enough about everybody's background. Some people that struggle with their sexuality, they have been violated and tampered with in their childhood. And they grew up confused. And whatever gender it was that took advantage of them, that is the gender, because that was their first experience with sex. That is the gender that they are attracted to. You have to be in the spirit to see that and to know that. You have to have discernment. Everything is not for you to just come out guns blazing and attacking and addressing. So many things I cannot tell you all. I have to go into privately in prayer. I'm not trying to be seen. You guys got to understand that. You have to have wisdom. You got to have wisdom. And then it's a time where God has set it up to where you do got to stomp on the enemy's territory. This is why you see preachers that go outside and they preach the word of God on the corner, and they got a speaker and they got a microphone. And they will target one specific group of people. That's their ministry. That's their call. God don't have me doing that. I'm not saying God won't ever have me doing that, but that's not my ministry. That's not what God has me doing. But you all have to have wisdom. But what I don't like about that alphabet community is that when you say you are not in agreement with them, they automatically assume you hate them. They get so defensive. They get so angry. I don't have to accept nothing I don't want to accept. How do you put hate in that? Where's hate in that? It's people that don't accept me because I am a Christian. It's some people that speak against me because I'm a celibate woman. It's some people that speak against you because you might be a Hispanic or a white woman, but you date black men, and vice versa. Do they have the right to not accept that? No, none of us. We don't have to accept nothing we don't want to accept. I don't play these type of games with people. And you're not going to change me. You're not going to change my mind. You're not going to change my character and my attitude, because that's what makes me Kiki. That's what makes me the woman that I am. You are the man or woman you are based off what you do and don't believe in. You don't have to accept nothing you don't accept. I don't accept lima beans. I don't care who don't like that. They're disgusting. I hate lima beans. And I'm not no fan of asparagus either. I'm just saying, you don't have to accept what you don't. People that try to get in my face, trying to fight me, because I tell them I don't accept something that's directly going against the word of God. You're a homophobe. Do you know the definition of homophobe? No, you don't. Close your mouth. That means when you fear the sexual, what am I scared of somebody's sexuality for? It don't make me feel no type of way. I hate okra too, Danny. I don't like none of that. Zucchini, squash, okra, lima beans, asparagus. I don't like watermelon, cantaloupe, or honeydew melon. I don't like none of that. I don't like cottage cheese. I like broccoli, apples, oranges, strawberries, cherries, string beans. I like corn. I love corn. I love kale, greens. I love romaine lettuce. I don't like iceberg lettuce because it's a low-grade lettuce. I love mushrooms. There's people that hate mushrooms. I'm just saying. Sheila, you love beans? What is it? Navy beans, if they season right, I eat a little bit. Baked beans, when you put brown sugar and mustard, they taste pretty good. Mr. Peso, I love you too, honey. Steel City dates. I haven't had dates in years. Not really a fan, but I've eaten a couple of them. But God has been dealing with me about my diet. I'm going to just tell y'all the truth. And it's not just me, it's the body of Christ. Because if you talk to other Christian men and women, God have been dealing with a lot of us. It ain't just me. About eating more fruits, eating more vegetables. You have to be in the spirit to know certain stuff. But that is something God spoke to me several times. And a voice of the Lord came and told me last year, he said that the quality of food is not at the level it used to be. He literally told me that. And that is very real. But it's just some stuff I don't like it. I don't like the texture of it. But yeah, guys, I'ma head out. Sheila, yeah, we do have to eat healthy. We really, really do. But I love me some water. Now, see, I got a lot of people beat with that. I like my juice. I drink some pop, but I love me some water. Oh, I love me some water. When I hear people like water nasty, how? It don't have a taste to it. I love me some water. Man. I love Ice Mountain water. I love Smart water. I love the filter that you can buy and put it on a pitcher and it filters out the water that come out your sink. And they say Illinois water we got the cleanest water in the state of Illinois. I believe it too. I believe that. But I love me some water. Ice water, room temperature water, it don't even matter. I love it all. Ortega, Ortega, I love you too. I love all of you guys. But we gonna talk, y'all. I'm going to tune in with y'all tomorrow. But like I said, man, y'all run this playback. I've been up here for over 2 hours. And I want you all to just think about what I said. Y'all got to start protecting us. I was very disturbed by that video. I was very disturbed by that. But I was more disturbed. I had zoomed. I don't know why my eyes just went to the old man that was behind that woman. My eyes just really zoomed in on that, and I was very disturbed. That old man turned right around, because I really believe in my spirit, in the core of my spirit. Had that old man said something to that young man, I believe that young man would have been quiet and backed up off that lady. How are you the elder and you're afraid, you're scared to address this young man? Man, we can't be like this. Hey, Rice, you said you would never suffer from dehydration. I feel you. I feel you. Oh, Sparkle, you still up here? You still up here, baby doll? I thought you was gone, Sparkle. You was silent for a while. But yeah, guys. Yeah, Danny, my little top weasel. We all love you too, Danny. And they up here, do y'all see all these people walking around here up north? Y'all know the north side just like the south side. See, y'all probably can't see. I really want to step outside my car and like walk to the corner and show y'all. They busybodies up here, y'all. I don't even know what time it is right now. But baby, it's people skating past me. They on skateboards. They on bikes. People getting in and out they car. Like the north side never sleep. I'ma just tell y'all. And you know, Danny, how they get down up here. Y'all know. But I'm going to see y'all. Y'all can, of course, stay here and finish talking and vibing with each other. I'm going to check in with y'all tomorrow. Oh, Sparkle, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. And I love y'all because a lot of you all are dedicated to my channel and you all have a lot of input, and I appreciate that. And Danny, I ain't even been around Wrigley Field. I know they was doing like some construction around there for a while, but I just don't like the traffic. When I drive around Wrigley Field, it just be too much traffic and I start to get irritated. I'm like, yep, time to go home. But we'll see. It's a lot of events, Danny, coming up in July and August of this year and here in Chicago. I might go check out some stuff. But I'm not going to the beach here in Chicago. You know, they got salmonella. They got a lot of stuff going. I don't think the salmonella is there now. But what I don't like about the beaches here in Chicago, Danny, is just the mice. Some people think it's cute. They laugh, but I don't like it. Do y'all see these cars? They be driving so fast up here. Just acting a fool. But yeah, y'all, I'm going to head out. I love you all. I'm praying for you all. You guys pray for me. I'm going to see you all tomorrow. Go play the video. Protect us all. Run this playback. Karen, hey, sweetie, I'm checking out, actually. I'm about to log out, Karen. Danny, I haven't heard anything about the Taste of Chicago here yet. I haven't heard anything. I think they might be doing it, but you know, Danny, if they do have a Taste of Chicago, they're doing it next month in July. Usually they do it, I think, yeah. Usually they do it the last week of June, and I think it ends a little bit after July 4th, if I'm not mistaken. But I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't heard anybody mention anything. But if I do, Danny, I'll let you know. Cameron, you said like New York subway. Oh, Sheila, you been there to the Taste? I ain't been to the Taste in ages. In ages, honey. So yeah, guys, if you all want to email me, I can leave my email up after this live. And if you guys want to set up or make an appointment for a Zoom, I will be available for Zooms this week. You all let me know. You email me, you let me know, and I will set that up. Because I already owe like 2 or 3 different people a Zoom. And our schedules just keep clashing with each other, and we haven't been able to do it. But yeah, guys, we will do that. So again, you all, I love you. Thank you all for tuning into my live. Men, remember what I said. Just pray about it. Pray about it. And when you leave out from now on, just start being open to protect all women. Always use wisdom. Always be discerning. But don't just count women out. We need to be able to depend on our brothers to help us. And I'm talking about women of all. Thank you, Karen. It was nice that you tuned in. God bless you too, sweetie. And you welcome too, Sheila. But yeah, man, just think about that and pray about that. Pray about how God can turn you into a more courageous and bold man when it comes to this. Because honestly, man, I know you all have your different feelings about it. I know you all may feel a certain type of way, and I get it. I think all of us as human beings, we always think twice before we make a certain decision, because you know we have families. We have children, we have families. Some of you all have a spouse at home, and you don't want to get involved in anything that does not concern you. But at the same time, some things, think about how many women as a man, think about how many women you've walked past and you've seen her in a distressful situation, and you simply saying something to a man just in peace, peacefully, not screaming, not yelling, not cursing, not threatening him. How many situations could have been de-escalated? How many? That's the point of this live. Protect women. Don't just pick and choose certain women. Yeah, you love your girl, you love your daughter, you love your wife, you love your mother. Of course, that's great. That's what I want to hear. But you got to care about all women. You got to care about all women. You got to protect all of us. You see a woman in a restaurant and a brother talking crazy to that woman, diffuse it. You see a woman get stopped by the police, pull over a little bit. Just make sure she's okay. Let me tell y'all this quick story. This just happened a week and a half ago, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I have so many instances just in my life. So I told you all I have seen a lot and I have experienced some things. But anyway, I went to the bank. I was on my way home. I had to stop at the bank because I wasn't going to have time to do it the next morning. So I stopped at the bank or whatever. And as I was at the bank, I was at the ATM and it was at nighttime. It wasn't super late. It may have been like 8 o'clock. But anyway, I was at the ATM. And while I was at the ATM, it was this woman that had just got stopped by the police. This was 2 weeks ago because I could see it on the outside of the lot. And the police stopped her. And when they were flashing their lights, I saw that she was a black woman. She was an African-American woman and she had on glasses. And so they pulled her over and it was two male white cops. And one of them got out and he walked up to her car and he was saying something to her. I don't really even know what he was saying, but he was talking to her and saying something to her. And whatever he was saying to her, she looked scared. I don't know what she did. Maybe she turned and didn't have her turning signal on. Maybe one of her brake lights was out. I don't really know. Maybe they had been following her for a couple of blocks and maybe her license was suspended, because cops will do that here in Chicago. If it's late at night or if you're in a certain neighborhood and you're driving, cops, CPD, have been known. They'll just hop out of one lane. They trying to meet a quota, they bored, or like I say, they profile your car. This is real. Danny, can you please verify this for the people up here? Just verify to let them know it's very real. They will profile your vehicle. If you drive a sports car, if you drive a Dodge Charger or a Dodge Challenger, if you drive a certain truck, a Jeep, if you drive a Escalade, if you drive a Suburban, if you drive a Denali, if you drive one of them big trucks that attracts attention, or you got 10 on your windows or whatever, or the Challengers. A lot of people in Chicago drive K-Smooth. Hey, baby. They profile you. So this lady that they stopped or whatever, she looked scared. I don't know what she did, but something in my spirit was like, just wait, just be patient. So I hurried up. I got a couple of dollars out of my ATM. And they were blocking me where I couldn't drive out the lot to turn to go home. So I had to sit there and wait. And whatever the police was doing, they was taking a long time. But that girl, I kept looking at that young lady face. When I tell y'all, I have no clue. I'm not going to even lie and say I knew. I didn't have a clue of what the cop said to her. I don't know what she said to them. I don't know what that woman did. But it was just in my spirit. That's why I always tell y'all, you have to get sharper in your discernment. And I'm very sharp. That's not to brag. I just have to tell y'all the truth. I'm very sharp and sensitive with that. But the look on her face, that girl looked scared. She looked nervous. And so I'm looking at the two cops, because the cop got something from her or whatever. And he went and got back in the car. Obviously she was not a danger, because the other white cop, he never got out the car. It was just his partner that got out the car on the passenger side. And he turned around, went to her window, got whatever he got. He came back in the car and I saw him looking down at something. So I drove up and I blew my horn at them, because I wanted the cops to move. They was blocking the driveway. The girl was up a few feet, but the cops was directly parked behind her and they was blocking me, and I couldn't drive out of the lot. So I sat there and I started getting irritated. I was like, no, they need to leave. They need to get out of my way. I'm ready to go. But at the same time, I was looking at that girl's face. So you know what I did? I blew my horn again. And then both of the cops, they looked up at me. One of them hopped out the car real quick. They ain't come to my car. They went to that girl's car. And I heard him say, yeah, okay, I'm going to just go ahead and let you go. I heard him say that. He said some other stuff. I don't know what he said. But when I blew the horn that second time, they left that girl alone. And he went and got back in that car. That girl drove off so quick. She drove off so quick, and this was 2 weeks ago, and I feel like I saved that girl. I don't know what I saved her from, but them two white cops look pissed at her. They look like they was really finna sock it to her, either intimidate her or cuss her out, or maybe they was gonna unjustifiably give her a ticket to try to tell her. I don't know, but I know when I blew that horn, it lit a fire under them where they knew, yep, time to go. Because they saw the look on my face. I was getting real agitated. And that girl got up out of there quick. She drove off so quick. I don't even think she looked in the other lane to see if it was somebody else coming behind her or on the side of her. But yes. Yeah, like I said, I saw that, and it was crazy, y'all. So I'm just saying, you all have to be more aware. Be more aware of what's going on. Watch your surroundings. Watch people. Like I said, over here on my block, everybody got a ring camera. Everybody has a ring. Even before I moved up here in my old neighborhood, everybody have a ring camera. Everybody got heat. Everybody got ring cameras. Some people even got cameras on their car. So, baby, you ain't going to get away with a lot. You will get caught. And it's a very, very heavy police presence up here where I live at. Very heavy, very strong police presence. So, I mean, too much stuff don't kick off over here like that. Just throwing that out there. But I'm just saying, police profile cars. See, you got like a regular little car and you driving somewhere, they ain't too much gonna say nothing. But if you drive a sports car or a certain truck that stand out, or you got 10 on your car, they coming for you. Not all the time, but in certain neighborhoods, they just profile them. Especially a Dodge Challenger. A Dodge Challenger, a Dodge Charger. Oh, they gonna put, and it's red. If it's red or it's green or blue, like a bright color, or you got rims on your car, any Chicago one would tell you, you driving a car with rims or you driving a car that's an SRT. For those of you that don't know what an SRT is, that's street racing technology. That's what SRT stands for. And a lot of Jeeps have SRT, depending on what year you got, and a Dodge Charger and Dodge Challenger. Those cars that go real fast, that's real popular, that the rappers got, they profile these cars. I'm telling y'all. So yeah, guys, just think about that. Thank you for confirming that, Danny. I just wanted my audience to know, because I don't think they know. I can't speak on other cities and states and what they do, but anybody that come to Chicago, if you got a nice car or you drive a certain truck, and if it's a popular truck or something that rappers talk about, or that people, it could be old or new. It don't have to be no 2023. And if it stand out or whatever, they just gonna try to profile it. Mr. Peso, you ate zucchini. It's disgusting. I don't like it. I do not like that. I'm sorry. But y'all, let me get up out of here. But y'all can finish talking. I'm going to see y'all. Whoever want to do a Zoom again, or you want my email address, ask me. I will leave it for you. And you got to be patient if you want to do a one-on-one with me and you want to talk. Thank you, Anthony Hurd. Thank you. I appreciate that. But if you all want to do a one-on-one Zoom with me, let me know. DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is Miss C Tolbert, VOH. MISS letter C TOLBERTVOH. Y'all can leave me a message there. Because I still got requests up there. It's some of y'all that have sent me requests, and I have not been up there. I have not posted in a while. Thank you, K Smooth. Much respect and love to you too. I haven't been up there in a while. But I can set it up. Thank you, Anthony. But I'll set it up and try to have a one-on-one with you all. So I'm going to catch y'all later. Y'all stay safe too. You all always tell me to stay safe, but I'm telling you all, stay safe too. Stay prayed up. Be good. And the Lord willing, I will be back with another live, more video messages, more posts in my community tab, more shorts for you guys. I got a lot in store for you. So I'm going to see y'all later.